It's basically a given at this point that Karoline Leavitt is going to wear something bizarre at one of her many White House press conferences, and her April 29th briefing followed that trend to a T. This lackluster magenta knitted pantsuit thing did Leavitt no favors. For being the youngest press secretary in history, Leavitt seems determined to dress like a fairy tale wolf trying to pass itself off as a grandmother. Before becoming press secretary, the mother of one dressed in a way that was much more reflective of her own generation. Her outfits were looser, freer, and more lighthearted, but that era has apparently ended. Now when Leavitt steps out in front of cameras, she's invariably wearing expensive, stuffy ensembles that look like they smell like mothballs and a heavy spritz of Chanel No. 5. But if we may, let's flip the cameras on this press briefing and take a look at who Leavitt was talking to. No, not these people. If you hadn't heard, Monday, April 28th marked the first conference specifically directed at what Leavitt calls the new media. April 29th again saw Leavitt giving two different briefings, one to the regular media and one to one of these small handpicked groups of conservative influencers.
This is our second official influencer briefing here at the White House.
Obviously meant to appeal to a younger generation who's never going to watch a half hour of policy briefings no matter who's present, these new media meetups are already just as cringy as you'd expect.
I can attest to the deportations in Florida. My Uber drivers finally speak English again, so thank you for that.
Then there was the young man the Daily Beast dubbed MAGA Malfoy, who thoughtfully took an afternoon off from scheming against Potter to offer his opinions on the current administration.
The White House is crawling with kids.
Not that the press briefings with the legacy media are necessarily any better, but these influencer briefings have so far seemed custom designed to create a safe space where challenging questions aren't allowed, random compliments precede every exchange, and everything feels just a little too rehearsed.
So refreshing to have a press secretary after the last few years who's both intelligent and articulate.
Maybe that's one of the reasons Leavitt continues to dress in a parade of outfits that you'd never see a 27-year-old caught dead in outside of an audition for a Forrest Gump sequel. How is it possible that America simultaneously has the youngest ever and oldest ever White House press secretary in office right now? That magenta getup wasn't the first time Leavitt went monochromatic. In April 2024, she posted a couple of photos to Instagram showing her wearing an outfit the same delightful shade of pea soup green as the Exorcist girl's vomit. Those one-color outfits are all the rage in Leavitt's world. For more examples, just look at this mint ice cream cone of a dress, or this striking post-prom Carrie shade she threw on for a trip to Boston. All we're saying is if Leavitt and the Trump administration are so gung-ho about appealing to young TikTok influencers, maybe it's time for Leavitt to reassess her wardrobe. How else is she going to capture the minds and hearts of this savvy generation?
I was wondering if you'd indulge me in a quick round of Trump trolling or Trump truthing.
Sure, let's do it.